Hi, this is Anthony Magliocco of Post Magazine, and I'm here with Grant Anderson, head of studio of Jaunt, and we're at the USC School of Cinematic Arts. And there's a very exciting program going on here where Jaunt has provided the university with a full VR lab, and some pretty exciting stuff should come out of this. So we look forward to hearing it. Grant, tell us about it.
Well, we're very excited. Today's the official launch. We did announce it a while back, but this fall we're officially kicking it off today. And it's the JauntVR lab at the School of Cinematic Arts here at USC. And it's really our opportunity to experiment. We're a business, and day in and day out we're making great VR experiences. But the educational community, especially with the mixed media lab here, and the wealth of disciplines, let's say, with interactive, with gaming, with storytelling, cinema, all of that combined is really what VR is going to make VR special. And so having all of that here and having students and faculty be able to play with our technology platform, who knows what's going to come out of that. Amazing things.
It's very exciting. Of course, all the industry reports about where VR fits, and of course it's a very broad topic. It can be applied to so many different disciplines, and I think maybe you're hoping to find out where it will be in narrative storytelling.
Yeah, our four main buckets of content at Jaunt are travel and adventure, music, sports, and then narrative. And narrative, there's been lots of VR experiences, let's say, where you're on the beach, you're on a mountain, that kind of thing. But, no one's really cracked. We haven't seen the pinnacle of, oh my God, that's what VR is going to be in terms of narrative. And so we're, of course, racing towards that. Lots of people are trying to figure it out, but there's a lot to, learn. It's very different. It is truly a new medium. So, from blocking to lighting to even storytelling to script writing is going to be very different. You've got to really write for virtual reality, to write for 360, to write for potentially branching narratives. So it's going to be completely different. It's really going to be, I always say that virtual reality, the killer app of virtual reality is going to be a combination of cinema, gaming, and interactive theater. And so it's going to take all those disciplines really coming together to create a killer experience.
So the hybrid, really.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the Jaunt camera system and the software that's necessary to make all this happen, because it is a little bit complicated now.
Yeah, well, actually, that's what Jaunt is great at, is making it less complicated. So the Jaunt 1 camera system, which is our current camera, we've had several other models before, but this one is really built from the ground up by us to, get away from all the problems that we had with all the other rigs. But the camera is 24 lenses, so it's 16 around and then 4 up and 4 down. So it's full 360 degrees 3D. Some of the earlier systems that we had were GoPro based, which, image quality isn't necessarily the best for professional uses, and they're very difficult to sync. And so that's one of the biggest problems. So this camera, all 24 lenses are synced. They all have global shutters, so there's no image tearing for fast-moving objects. And it has, 4 times the sensor size of a GoPro, so it's much better low-light performance, better image quality, better skin tones, and about 11 stops of dynamic range, so much better dynamic range. So it's a really great workhorse.
And of course, the big questions, those cameras are synchronized.
Yes, they are synchronized, and with global shutters.
That's one of the problems of folks trying to shoot with some of the inexpensive cameras in the early days. It was not a lot of fun.
No, and that's still going on. You can't. The ones that you can buy or purchase, are all GoPro based, and that's the problem. It's a big problem, especially when you get into stitching, which is one of our big assets as well. So you can't just have the hardware, but the stitching is what's so hard. So you've got to take all 24 of those cameras and somehow create this 360-degree 3D image. And so our Jaunt Cloud services online is what really enables that. So everything comes off the camera, gets uploaded into the system, and automatically, really magically stitched into this full 360 3D environment. And it's 3D, not mono. A lot of these rigs, people are shooting in mono, which is not the full experience because nothing ever gets closer to you. And so you lose that sense of presence in VR. So, we're really the only end-to-end platform that enables that in an easy manner.
That's really great. For those folks who are producing with maybe not a big budget like a feature film, you can support the 180 and other formats as well as monaural instead of stereoscopic, correct?
We can shoot, certainly we do 180, we just take half the image, but we really want to get away from that. there's lots of rigs out there, people doing that. That's, again, you look behind you, you're out of the experience. So we're really about creating high quality, immersive, 360, 3D virtual experiences. And that's really four things that we consider to be the basis of VR. And that's 360 degrees, 3D, experience in a headset with spatialized sound. That's what's going to give you that sense of presence and immersion and sense of being present in the moment.
So when will we see some of the projects from USC?
You'll be seeing them very shortly. I mean, the ones that we did in the summer will be posted up fairly quickly, and then we've greenlit a bunch of exciting new projects which involve mixed media, interactivity, all kinds of cool things, and those will be rolling out in the coming months.
It'll be great to provide those links for our audience at Post Magazine.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody can go to JauntVR.com, and all of the stuff will be available there. All of our content's available there. Our app is on every major platform from iOS, Android, Gear VR, Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, and soon to be PlayStation VR. So we're everywhere. So you download the app, and all of our content's available in there.
So how about around the world you have distributors and rental companies? Tell us about how other people beside us in Southern California take advantage of your fantastic technology.
Yeah, well, thank you. Basically, to this day, we weren't actually going to sell or rent the cameras. So just recently we announced our rental program over at Radiant Images in Los Angeles. So that currently, we're doing a slow rollout. We're seeing how that goes. You can imagine being, when you have something internal use only and then you're going external, it's a big step up in terms of complexity. So we're taking it slow to see how that goes. But ultimately, the goal is to expand that and make it more widely available. But primarily, we've been working with our content partners. So investors and content partners. It's those that we feel, that make great content, that have an interest in VR, that we think can be successful in VR. We come in, we co-produce the content with them, we work with them creatively, and of course bring our technology platform to help them out.
Well, wonderful. I'm sure lots of people who are watching this program will be anxious to get your hands on one of these cameras and your equipment, and we look forward to some pretty exciting images and storytelling. So thank you for your time.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to see what everybody does. It's a really exciting time.
Thank you very much. For Post Magazine, this is Anthony Magliocco.